He stopped flinching when people left. He stopped explaining when they misunderstood him. And one night, under the quiet hum of a flickering streetlight, he whispered to himself, "No one and nothing can ever hurt me again." There was a time he cared too much. Every word, every glance, every pause between replies, it cut him. He would replay conversations in his head like a crime scene, searching for what he did wrong. He believed that kindness was a language everyone understood. He was wrong. The world doesn't speak kindness. It speaks power, intent, and control, wrapped in smiles, dressed in morality. And when you're too gentle, the world doesn't thank you. It takes advantage of you and calls you weak for allowing it. He learned that lesson the hard way, through people who loved him only when it was convenient, through friends who disappeared the moment he needed them, through lovers who wanted his warmth but not his wounds. He became the man who could see through smiles. Every handshake, every compliment, every "I care about you," he could smell the hidden motives. And yet he didn't become bitter. He became cold, beautifully cold. It wasn't a single betrayal that broke him. It was the slow erosion of trust, like water wearing down stone. Every lie, every disappointment, every empty promise, they built a wall so thick that even his own emotions stopped knocking. He started noticing something strange. When people yelled, he didn't react. When someone insulted him, it felt like an echo in another room. When they tried to guilt him, he only smiled. At first, he thought something was wrong with him. But then he realized this was freedom. Emotional detachment wasn't numbness. It was clarity. The noise was gone. The expectations were gone. The illusions gone. He finally understood Machiavelli's quiet truth. If you must choose, it is better to be feared than to be loved, when love depends on others and fear depends on you. He wasn't cruel. He simply stopped depending on fragile things. He stopped begging the world for peace. He became his own peace. You see, pain doesn't end when you fight it. It ends when you understand it. And once you truly understand it, you stop being its victim. He looked around one day and realized every person he once wanted to impress was gone. Every person who once broke him was irrelevant. And every scar he once tried to hide had become armor. That's when the shift happened, the psychological inversion. He no longer asked, "Why did they hurt me?" He asked, "Why did I let them?" He understood that vulnerability without boundaries is self-betrayal. That love without self-respect is self-destruction. That forgiveness without understanding the motive behind the hurt is just another form of denial. So he started living by a new principle: control yourself or be controlled. He became the storm, not to destroy, but to stay untouchable. When people tried to manipulate him with guilt, he stayed silent. When they tried to provoke him, he smiled. Because silence is not weakness, it's strategy. He learned that the moment you stop reacting, you become unpredictable. And when you're unpredictable, you become powerful. They called him heartless, but they didn't see the years it took to build that heart of stone. They didn't see the nights he spent teaching himself not to care about what didn't matter. They didn't see the psychological war he fought inside, to stop needing love from those who never loved themselves. Imagine him now, standing in his dim apartment. The city lights paint shadows on the wall. He's not scrolling through messages anymore. He's not waiting for a call that will never come. He's simply there. The hum of the fridge, the ticking of the clock, they become his meditation. He pours a glass of water, watches the ripples still, and smiles because that's what his mind finally feels like. Still. Quiet. Unmoved. He understands something the world never told him. Detachment isn't about not caring. It's about caring correctly. It's about choosing where your emotions go and refusing to hand them to those who only feed on them. You don't truly become strong when you learn how to fight. You become strong when nothing can provoke you to fight. Because when they can't make you angry, when they can't make you jealous, when they can't make you feel small, you've already won. They lose control. You gain peace. This is the dark elegance of psychological mastery, to live in a world full of chaos and remain untouched. To love without attachment. To walk away without bitterness. To be kind without being naive. That's when you transcended human weakness. That's when no one and nothing can ever hurt you again. Now he walks through life differently. He doesn't chase validation, he radiates it. He doesn't beg for closure, he creates it. He doesn't seek revenge, he outgrows the need for it. People still talk. They still lie. They still try to test him. But he doesn't flinch anymore. Because he knows the truth. Most people aren't trying to understand you. They're trying to control how you feel. And when you stop letting them do that, you stop living in their world. You begin living in yours. Machiavelli once wrote, "The wise man does at once what the fool does finally." And the wise man within him finally woke up. He stopped hoping people would treat him right. He started treating himself right. And that made him untouchable. Sometimes the only way to never be hurt again is to finally stop giving others the power to define your pain.